Conservative MPs have finally chosen their top 2 for the leadership. And now, it's over to the members. Join me, Chris About, tomorrow as Kevin Badenoch and Robert Jenrick are quizzed by Conservative Party members and myself at our GBNews leadership event.
And afterwards, join me, Patrick Christys, with a live studio audience and a star panel as we discuss what it means for the Conservative Party and what it means for you. Decision time, the race to lead, from 7 p.m. tomorrow, only on GB News, the People's Channel, Britain's news channel.
We're looking at a survey, and this survey's found that a majority of parents are happy to pay the fines to take their children out of school for a holiday.
Yeah, because the fine is usually, 80 quid or something, but the saving that you can make on a flight, if you take them out a week before the end of term, where they're just watching films and eating sweets anyway, can be thousands. Meanwhile, figures by the Parent Kind charity reveal half of parents are actually opposed to a potential policy that'll see parents fined if their child misses school for 5 days without permission.
So, should you as a parent be fined for taking your children on holiday if it is during term time? Let's discuss this now.
Yes, we are joined by the psychologist Joe Hemmings and the commentator Danielle Mason. Let's start with you, Joe. You think that there should be these sorts of fines, these punitive measures for these naughty parents who are harming their children's education?
Morning, Isabel, and morning, Eamonn. Yes, I do. Because I think it's disrespectful to teachers. I think it's disruptive for children. They have to then play catch up. I mean, it sends a very poor message out to your child, which is it's okay just to leave school in the middle of term time and go away. I mean, is this a message they're going to continue through life? Well, I'm at work, but I'm not going to bother checking to see where I can book my holiday. I'm just going to take it when I want to because it's cheaper. And if the fines aren't putting parents off, then put the fines up. I think one day, maybe at the beginning or end of term, as overlap is not terrible, but taking your child away in the middle of term time just is appallingly disruptive and really disrespectful
But
to
Joe,
teachers.
if they put the fines up, it still wouldn't stop people. They would just fib. They would pretend that they had a tummy bug or something and they just wouldn't tell the truth. And then what message would that send the kids? Lie to your school, miss class. Why not just be honest and say this is a miserable world we're all living in. Nobody can afford the flights that we're being asked to pay or the hotels that we're being asked to pay during term time. Let kids go out when the parents think it's a good time for them.
Because it's just massively disruptive to education. It just shouldn't happen. And either put the fines up, make it prosecution, get to the point where there's such a deterrent that they won't think, oh yeah, well I'm saving that money anyway on a holiday. As I say, one day either side, fine, but absolutely not. Your child's education is the most important thing, the most important blessing you can give to your child. Don't disrupt it by taking them on holiday in the middle of a term.
Wise words, Joe, wise words. Danielle, though, sometimes there are reasons why people do this, their situation, and you have particular reasons for wishing it to be.
So for me, I think it's very hypocritical for the education system to throw these fines out there because the education system is not in great nick at the moment. There's children that are not getting school places that should be getting school places, children getting turned away, children that have got extra special needs getting sent home from the school where they can't get the support in school, and then you've got the cheek of the education system to turn around and fine parents for doing exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, but you're making it worse. So you then sort of saying, right, this is not working, but I'm going to then really mess it up. And it's the idea that the parent knows better than the authority, the school, as to how to educate children, how to go about this routine, this system. And I hate to tell you, Danielle, they don't.
Well, for me, I personally think that the government need to be giving school places to every child before they've got the cheek to go and find a parent. That's just my take on it.
Your experience was that your kids couldn't get placed, and so you feel quite negative towards the...
I do feel quite negative because I have had a bad experience. But when I was at school, the education system was a good system, and I would probably have agreed with the fines then. But now we're in such a bad place with the education that British children cannot always get a place in school. They're just being sent home, left at home, and a lot of parents will agree with me that are going through this at the moment, for the school to turn around and then fine parents because that doesn't suit them, but they're okay to do it the other way round. I think it's very hypocritical. But also, on the other hand, if you are taking your kids out of school, then you can liaise with the teacher, and you can work away to keep them caught up with it, which is better one-to-one. And also, I think rather than fining parents, maybe they need to start coming down on these holiday companies that are taking the mick with things like this.
That's a good point. That's an interesting point. Guys, we'd love to go on and talk about this, but the class bell is rung and it's time to go home. Thank you both very much indeed, Joe and Danielle. We'll take the break. We've got sport coming your way. We've got the newspaper review after that. Please do stay with us on this Wednesday morning.